You know, my brother was getting on. He was about the time I turned 4, 4.5. He was 3, 3.5, and we just looked all over for things to do. And one day we walked out in the field. Dad had stopped the tractor with the plow still in the ground, and he went in to do some chores and some things that he needed to do. Well, we thought it was a pretty good idea to play around on the plowed field around the tractor. And we did that for a little while, and then Dave climbed up on the tractor and undid the gas cap. Then he reached down there and smelled it, and he said, "Wow, this smells interesting." He didn't use the word interesting. Funny. Funny would probably be the name, what he would call it. This smells funny. And so he smelled it and he smelled it. And he climbed down off of there and he said, "Whoa, this makes me feel dizzy or funny." And he walked around staggering. And I thought, wow, that's fun. So I climbed up there and I took 4 or 5 great big deep breaths and I jumped down on the plowed ground, stammered and stuttered around with my feet. And finally I just turned around and fell flat on my back. Then I got up and I staggered and staggered, and Dave laughed and laughed. And so he climbed on the tractor and he started snuffing the dang stuff. And he jumped down and he was staggering around. And we had no idea what we were doing other than it was funny. And so we kept doing that. Finally, Dad came out and he saw what we were doing, saw us staggering around and falling down and laughing. And he said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Dad, smell that gas over there. It's really funny. It really makes you walk funny. And it's really funny stuff." And I said, "Oh, you little." He used a word that we can't use around here, but there was plenty of it around here. You can see in the background that there was plenty of it around. But he told us that we were never to do that again, that it was not good for our health and that we shouldn't do that kind of stuff. There's so many things that you can do, excuse me, that you really ought to think about before you do it because you don't know whether it's good for you or not. And you can cause brain damage doing a thing like that. In fact, some people say that it did. It wasn't me that said it.